Hello guys, you're welcome to MaxStream. Today's video is based on the introduction to programming in the language of C++. Let's get started. This is the outline for the video. First of all, we'll start with the programming language. Programming language is a set of rules and syntax used to communicate with a computer and give it instructions to perform a specific task. The language used by the processor is called the machine code. That reaches the processor consists of series of zeros and ones known as the binary data. Machine code is difficult for we human beings to understand, so there's the need for intermediary language, which is understood by we human beings. Codes written in intermediary language are being transformed into a machine code so that the computer or the computer processor can process it. We have classification of programming language. We have two classifications. We have the low level and then the high level languages. So let's take the low level languages for instance. There's little or no abstraction. Abstraction in programming hides complex details and provides specified or simplified interface to work with. It makes code easier to manage and reason with or about. Examples include functions, classes, objects, and models, which we're going to talk about in other videos. So let's go back to low-level languages. So little or no abstraction between the language and machine language. Machine understanding is difficult to program. We have machine-dependent languages, which are assembly language. So let's go to high-level languages. So the high-level languages, we have high abstraction between the language and the machine. Machine-independent languages include C++, VB, etc. So let's go to the translation. There is the need to convert from high-level language to low-level language. So you have the compiled languages, interpreted languages, intermediary languages. So if you pick these, you can get the programming languages which you can sort them out. Let's take ADA for instance, that's ADA. Its main application area is real-time and its translation sector is compiled. We have basic programming language, which is educational purpose. Its translation sector is interpreted. So we have the language C, system programming, compiled. C++, system object programming, compiled. Java, we have internet programming, internet-oriented programming, intermediary. We have MATLAB, mathematical calculation, and it is being interpreted, and so on. Classification of programming languages according to generations. So let me zoom this one so that we can see it all. So we have programming languages, and it has two branches. That's the low level, and then the high level programming has the classification I already said. So we have the first generation language, which is the machine language. Second generation language is the assembly language. If you come to the high programming languages, we have the third generation language. We have C, Java, VB, C#, JavaScript. If you come to the 4G, or that's the fourth generation language, we have the Perl, PHP, Python, Ruby, SQL, MATLAB, and then Cold Fusion. If you come to the fifth generation language, you have the Mercury, you have the OPS5 Prolog. If you come to low level, you can see first and second. This one is making it simple. Like first generation language, we only have machine language, that's for its hardware side. Second generation, you have the assembly language. Come to third generation, you have C till the fifth generation language. It's just basically in the increasing level of abstraction. Let's take the other one. Again, compiled languages. If you pick the compiled, you have the source code, which is in the intermediary side. If you can see inside the box, the blue box, if A is less than B, that's a library reference. Do while X points to this, that. Compiler, we have it points to the compiler, comes to the object file, we have zeros and ones inside that, and points to the linker 2 points to the executable file. zeros and ones to which the linker contains. The linker always contains the library files. You should take note of that. Okay. If you pick the compilation process, we have the source file which points to the source file has compiler which points to the object file. Then the object file to links to the executable file which also points to the program file. Before it goes to the program, let me zoom this one so you can see more. I think it's not clear. Executable file, which is the operating system, points to the program in memory. Source file also has the compiler. Object file also contains the library files which points through the linker to the executable files to the program memory. So if you pick the structure of C++, this is basically how it looks like. The structure of the C++ and its syntax. Before you can start, you have to get the hash include, then less than IO string, then greater than, using namespace, std. We'll explain all this more in the upcoming videos when we start coding. Thank you guys. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you guys.